Hey, Bradley.
What's
Um,
going on?
can you describe what your health is right now? Vic said the other day you're close to 100%, but when camp starts, do you think you'll be limited at all?
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna play it smart. Just try to work me back into it. Just because right now I haven't really been doing anything like physical, like going against somebody and going against the opposite lineman. So just working into it. I feel like with my health wise, like that's gonna be the next step for me is just getting that whole confidence thing back. And I feel like when we get into the flow of things and everything, I'll be good.
Next
Quick
up,
follow up.
oh, go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, quick follow up. Will you be wearing a brace?
Yeah, I will be wearing a brace.
Okay, thanks.
Next up, Andrew Mason, DNVR. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, Bradley, good to see you. How did this rehab differ from the last time you were rehabbing from an ACL injury?
This time, I would say it was about the same, honestly. I just took it the same way and locked in and just had my family close and the people in my circle real close to me and leaning on them whenever I needed to. But I feel like with Corona and everything that getting shut down, it allowed me to really actually stay focused. It's kind of like the best thing that happened to me, honestly, because didn't really feel like I was missing anything and didn't really feel like, oh, man, I could be doing this, but I'm doing this. I'm rehabbing, blah, blah. It was just got into a routine, and it just made me hungry and ready to go.
Next, we've got Nick Kosmider with The Athletic, followed by Eric Dalala. Nick, go ahead, please.
Bradley, thanks for taking the time. When the pandemic did hit in March, did you have to alter any way that you were doing things in terms of where you were able to go to do any kind of rehab, or were things able to mostly sort of stay the same after the pandemic hit?
Thankfully, things mostly stayed the same. Since the guys that had to get rehab were able to come into the facility, it was just me, Vince, and Austin Ford and Paul in the training room, and we were just getting after it. We were competing with each other every day, and just that little tight-knit group, it helped me out a lot because, I mean, just relying on each other, seeing each other every day. It kind of got tiring, but at the same time, it was like we were in it together. So it was pretty unique just to be here, still in the facility and all that, and go through it with those guys.
Next up, Eric Dalala, DenverBroncos.com, followed by Troy Rank. Eric, go ahead, please.
Hey, Bradley. First, just to clarify, you think you'll be full go for week 1, 100% there?
Yeah, no doubt. I feel like I'll be ready to go. Like I said, easing back into practice, getting everything, my footwork and all that back to where it was, and I feel like I'll be good by week 1 for sure.
And then do you feel like you have to kind of prove yourself again? Obviously, you had 12 sacks as a rookie, but just one last year. Kind of what kept you motivated over the offseason?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like this league is a very, what have you done for me now league. And my rookie year, that's 2 years ago now. So it's like I got to come back in with that same hunger that I had and with that same dog mentality that I had and just go out here and prove everybody either right or wrong. Whether they're right that I'm not going to be the same, prove them wrong, or if they expecting great things out of me, prove them right. So just my main thing is to play football like Bradley Chubb knows how to play football, and I feel like it'll all take care of itself.
Next, we've got Troy Rank, Denver 7, followed by Mike Kliss. Troy, go ahead, please.
Bradley, good to see you, my man. How you doing?
Yeah, good to see you too. Doing good. How y'all doing?
Not bad at all, things considered. Bradley, two-part question. How much can being in Vic's defense for this second season help you? Put your recovery aside. And what are your expectations for Vaughn? I mean, he is putting a show on social media with his workouts. Is he bigger? I mean, do you think even a huge season for Vaughn based on what we're seeing from his body?
Yeah, for sure. With the first question, yeah, just being in defense for a second year and being having to take a step back and actually watching it and actually seeing it all come to life in games, I feel like it helped me out a lot just being in the stands during the season and then just studying my iPad while – you know what I'm saying, during the offseason. It's the second year of the same defense, so it's like stuff is clicking a lot faster, and I feel like guys are going to play a lot faster this year. And then for Vaughn, I feel like he's going to have a monster year. He has been, the most motivated I've seen, and he's sending me videos, motivational videos, sending me pictures of him working out, doing all types of stuff, and I'm just excited to see him come back into the building and see what we do this year.
Next, we've got Mike Kliss, 9 News, followed by Arnie Stapleton. Mike, go ahead, please.
Bradley, just wondering, medically, physically, has there been difference in going through this a second time with the same ACL?
I actually feel like this time was a lot smoother because think about it. In high school, I was doing rehab maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and it was with high school trainers. Not like putting down high school trainers, but it's not the same level of athletic rehab and stuff that I do with these guys. So I feel like this time was smoother. It was my confidence was a lot better because I knew I could come back from it because I did it before. And so, like I said, just being in that room with just Paul and Vince and Fort and Coach Landau, it just helped me out a lot for sure.
Next, we've got Arnie Stapleton with the AP, followed by Jeff Legwold. Arnie, go ahead, please.
Bradley, good to see you again.
You too.
I'm wondering what it's like, the prospect of having Jarrell Casey in the middle between you and Vaughn now. What do you kind of expect, and is that something you're really eager to see how it pans out?
Chaos, man. I'm excited for it. I mean, it's going to be fun just to see the things he did over the past however long he's been in the league, man. Just 5 straight Pro Bowls. Just one of the best D tackles, pass rushing D tackles, and run playing D tackles in the league. So it's going to be fun to mix that with me coming back even hungrier, Vaughn coming back even hungrier, and a defense that has something to prove. I feel like it's going to be chaos for others, for sure.
Next, we've got Jeff Legwold, followed by Mark Kisla. Jeff, go ahead, please.
Bradley, I'm just curious, just sort of the difference now being in the facility when you were, as opposed to when you were in there by yourself, essentially. What is it better for you mentally just to be around the other guys, and kind of how was that a struggle at all to keep coming day after day, sort of by yourself?
No, it wasn't a struggle. It allowed me to really lock in and focus on myself. Really, like I said, I feel like I wasn't really missing anything because I was taking everything at my pace, and I was feeling good day by day, and it was honestly motivating just to see those same guys and to see that had that same, mindset and work ethic with everything. And then coming in now, just having those guys around, it is a burst of energy for sure. Seeing the rookies young and ready to go, and seeing some of the vets come in a little bit earlier as well, and just seeing everybody just get back into the building is for sure fun. But I don't feel like being here by myself was a bad thing at all, for sure.
Next, we've got Mark Kisla, followed by Zach Stevens. Mark, go ahead, please.
Bradley, good to see you're feeling better, you're improving. What's your biggest concern and your biggest challenge during these next 6 months to keep yourself healthy, your teammates healthy, and everybody you care about healthy given this year?
I just feel like if we all lock in and just have that same mindset that we want to finish this season, we all want to play this season, and just everybody being accountable and hold each other accountable. You know what I mean? I feel like if everybody's on the same page as to, okay, we can't do this, we have to take a step back from this. I know we used to going out to dinner on Friday, but just as a team, we just got to, just take a step back and realize that this is going to be bigger than us. It's going to be bigger than we got families on the line. We got coaches on the line. You know what I mean? It's just a whole bunch of people involved in it. It's bigger than us. So we just got to be there for each other and get through it together.
Next, we've got Zach Stevens, and then we've got a couple more after that. Zach, go ahead, please.
Hey, Bradley, you've mentioned chaos along the defensive line. You mentioned Vaughn having a huge year. What are your expectations for the defense as a whole?
Man, I feel like we could be top 5, top 10 in the league for sure. Like I said, we're in that second year of the defense. Everybody's going to be a lot more comfortable. The communication is going to be a lot clearer. We got a lot of playmakers now. We added AJ. We added Jarrell. I mean, it's just going to be fun to see. We had Justin, Kareem, and all those guys, man. It's just going to be fun to get everybody back in the building and just to see how we gel for year 2. Unfortunately, I went down last year with the injury and all that, but I feel like I said, just me, Vaughn, everybody coming back way hungry and ready to prove something is going to be, like I said, chaos.
Next, we got Brandon Cristal, KOA. Brandon, go ahead, please.
Sorry about that. I need to unmute there. Bradley, can you sense a different confidence because Drew Lock is your starter and I guess the certainty for the near future, if not long-term future, this year compared to last year? Yeah, for sure. I mean, Drew, I feel like he had a good offseason as well. Just seeing the things he was doing and to see him in the building now, he looks good, looks healthy, looks like he's ready to go. And then you added those weapons around him with already the weapons we already had here, man. I'm just excited to see that whole offense gel. Of course, they're young, but I feel like those guys we got over there are going to get it quick. They're out there doing stuff now. I can see them in the locker room just going over plays with each other. So I feel like it's going to be fun to see Drew come into his own and take over this team like he needs to.
Last two, we've got Rod Mackey, followed by Eric Goodman. Rod, go ahead, please.
Bradley, good to see you. First question, you look at what's going on with baseball right now, canceling seasons all over the place. How concerned are you? You've worked so hard to get back. Everyone's out there working hard. You rehab, that there will be football.
I'm not concerned, really, to be honest with you. I feel like I feel like everybody in this building is going to have that right mindset, and hopefully everybody across the league has the same one, because at the end of the day, man, if we want to play, it's going to be on us to do the right things, and all 32 teams have to go through the stuff, so it's not like one team is doing something different than the other. So, I mean, I feel like if we all if everybody just is on the same page, and I feel like everybody from out the NFLPA calls, everybody wants to play, everybody wants to do something special this season, so I feel like if everybody just does that same thing, then we should be all right.
Bradley, with the reinforcements that John brought in on offense through the draft with speed and then on the offensive line, how much do you think that will challenge you guys in practice to get you ready for the season?
It's going to be a huge challenge. I was telling Cortland the other day, I'm watching one-on-ones every day because we got a whole bunch of talent in that secondary and a whole bunch of talent in that receiver room, and the same thing for the D-line. I mean, we drafted McKelvin, and we already got Draymond and Shelby and those guys and Jarrell. So, I mean, it's just going to be fun to see us competing and going at it with each other and making each other better. So I feel like it's going to be a huge, huge advantage for both sides of the ball.